Hello everyone and welcome back. We're on a trip again. It's great, really exciting. It's so fun getting out. The weather's great at the moment. We've had a big storm that cleared up yesterday, and so we were going to go yesterday, but it wasn't very good weather as a big lorry goes by. We're on the Queen's Ferry crossing at the moment, travelling north into Fife, and we're heading up to the Cairngorms Way, and it's a place that we don't really know very well. We tend to go to the west coast, which is our sort of go-to place, but the Cairngorms is beautiful as well. There's lots to see, so we're going to have a bit of an adventure, and we're going to see what we find. Maybe some river scenes or rocks or mountains. We don't know yet, so it's potluck, and we just find something along the way.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Wow, that is stunning,
really
isn't it?
pretty.
That's the best one yet, isn't it? Still there. We arrived at the Queen's View. It's a wonderful place. I remember it as a child. I came up here and it left quite a memorable sort of stamp on me. We were there and a great big tornado jet went flying by. I always remember that. We've come here a little bit later than I wanted to arrive here, but that's that. So we're not going to get a painting done today, but we're going to have a look, a little scout at the Queen's View and take you with us and show you what an amazing place it is.
Yeah, that's nice.
Gentle. Well, that was a bit of a scrum up there. I'm confident, but I'm not that confident in speaking in front of so many people. It was really, really hectic. So we got some photographs or some video of it anyway. So that's enough at the moment. The light's almost going. So the next part is to find a place to camp. So we're going to look on Park for Night for that. Got to pull the choke out with this car. Old-fashioned. It's nice to hear it start. Is this it?
Left turn.
Well, that was a long way. Killiecrankie. So we've made it to our first destination, and it's a place called Killiecrankie. Here it is. It's a fantastic name. It's one of my favourite words in Scotland, or place names in Scotland. It's absolutely awesome. Killiecrankie. Just sounds great when you roll it off the tongue. I'm really excited today. There's a wonderful river down here and rocks and wonderful subjects for painting and photography. If you're a photographer, this is an awesome place to come to. So let's get going down the path. It's probably about half a mile or so. A quick trek down the path. Wow, Scotland in autumn is awesome. Amazing sights. Such a beautiful place. What a stunning view this is. Well, that was the RAF flying by. Always enjoy that. Get quite a lot of that around here. It's so good. I love it. But we're at a fantastic spot here, and you can see why getting out is so amazing in Scotland, especially in autumn. The colours are just fantastic. Getting out and painting is a wonderful excuse to come out as well. It's going to take us absolutely ages to get down this path. Every 10 metres or so there's another fantastic scene, and look at that one there. The colours of the reds are amazing. Oranges and yellows. Wow. Well, we've arrived at Soldier's Leap, or at least the viewing platform for Soldier's Leap, and we've come down this path, which would normally take about 10-15 minutes or so, but it took us about an hour. It's a YouTube hour, because every 10 or 5 feet we were stopping to do something else, but it was so amazing, that walk. The colours were so great. So here's the subject matter that we're going to paint today, and it's called Soldier's Leap. Beautiful rocks and some really rushing water down there, which is so pretty. Soldier's Leap is an interesting place. It represents an English soldier jumping across this. There's about 5 metres or so that he jumped across in order to escape the Jacobites who were chasing him, which he did escape. He did escape it. But we're going to go down there and we're going to find a little composition to do in watercolour, focusing on the rocks and the stream. Oof. Not that way. Not that way. We're trying to get down to the waterfall at the moment, but it's not that easy. So we'll try it that way. There was a cliff. We'll try this way, hopefully. Oh. That was a really tricky descent. There's a lot of leaves up there, so if you come down here, ooh, a bit dangerous, but there we go, we made it. It's a treacherous descent here. Every rock is covered with leaves. Ah, get in there. There we go. Oh, thank goodness for that. We've had a look at Soldier's Leap and trying to find a vantage point to paint it, and there just wasn't one. It was just so awkward. There was nowhere to put the easel, or it was too slippery. It was just really difficult. We also tried to put, we put the drone up, and it was the most nerve-wracking drone shoot I've ever done. When it went over the waterfall, it just dropped. I guess the sensors or something on the drone went wrong, and so my heart was ticking on that one. I thought we'd lost it for sure. So what we decided to do is just head up this way, and there's some great rocks in the distance, and we're going to take a picture of that and be a little bit quieter as well, do a painting there. But it's just a question of getting across this boulder field. We're trying not to drop the camera as well, so here it goes. Almost there, Tanya. Ugh. Wow, that really was a scramble. We scrambled down this bank here. I don't think we've ever been to a place that was more difficult to get to. It really was, but we're here now anyway, so we're just unpacking. My new tripod, which is so good. Look at how compact that thing is. Love it. I'm going to get another one of these. Because we're going in places which are a bit more tricky to get to, we need to sort of make things smaller. So these little Manfrotto freebie ones are brilliant, or B3 I think they're called. So we're set up here and show you the scene. So it's going to be a rock scene and a river scene, and whenever I see rocks I think of Sargent, so I'm thinking about how he did it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Just trying to work out what size to do. The painting is a sort of vertical as well, so I want to get away perhaps from the more 6x4 sort of photo size, so a little bit more of a square size, because we've got a big tree that's going up there which is quite nice to depict too. So that's one of the most important parts when you get to a landscape place. You've got to work out the composition, and the format of the paper is quite important. These little strips of wood are fantastic. I put some Velcro on the back, so this one sticks here and the other one sticks there. And what's so amazing about these is that they stop my brushes from moving around, so I can put my brushes down and leave them. They're not going to go anywhere. So probably about 4 brushes today. So there they are, sort of trapped in there. Otherwise they're falling off over the place and, you know, just losing them. So that's a great little feature. So I'm ready to do the painting now. I've done the sketch, and it's quite an interesting sketch really. I was going to do it horizontally, but Tanya said that would be quite nice vertically, so I thought, oh, well, why not? Why not a vertical picture? So I've got to try and capture the trees and the little waterfall, and then going down into the water. And the house on the top there is quite interesting too, make a nice little accent. So it's just a question of going into it now, but I do feel a couple of drops of water. So I might wait a moment, see what happens. The weather forecast is sort of okay, so hopefully it will be okay. That's the train. Just a couple of colours have been missing out. The ultramarine blue and burnt umber, the ones I use the most. A little bit of cobalt blues running out. Or sienna, that's the one. These rocks. What I'm thinking about doing with this painting here is leave it as it is, but in a moment I'm going to have an attempt at another painting of the same subject, but this time see when I can create a fresh approach to it, something that's not so complicated. So that'll be an interesting test. So I'll just have a go at myself and show you the end result in a moment. I thought we'd give a little test of my new heating system or drying system, so this burner. So we'll give it a go. Hopefully I won't blow myself up in the process. There we go. So we'll try this. We're going to turn it on and then click it. Is that on?
Yes.
That's on. Yeah, that's on. Yeah, you see it all drying off. Okay, let's see what heat can come out. Yeah, it's quite a lot of heat coming. You blow it at the same time. All a bit of a learning experience with this. As long as I don't blow myself up, that's all that matters. So I'm not sure this has ever been done before for watercolour painting, but it seems to be working. What I do is if I just move the air around to create the fan, so then it becomes almost like a hairdryer at home. Okay, well, it seems to be working. The paper's definitely drying out. Yeah, so if I tap the paper, that's completely dry now. Amazing. And it's completely flat too, so that's really worked out well. That was a good idea. Yeah, it didn't catch anything on fire. Seems to have worked nicely. A few darks. Well, here's the second painting done of this little tester, and I prefer the second painting. I don't know what you think. Let me know which one you like the most. The reason why I like it more is because it's simpler. More simple washes. I haven't overcomplicated it that much really, and what I noticed is that the mistakes I made in the first one I sort of corrected in the second one. I didn't make the water quite as dark on this one, particularly in the foreground, and I think that helped it. And it sort of shows you that sometimes doing two paintings teaches you a better way. The first one's a little tester, and the second one you've sorted out all the problems from the first one. So yeah, I thought that was better, just a fresher look at it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the comparison. Right, so we'll pack up now and trek back up the hill. It's quite a fair way, and we haven't eaten anything yet today. It's 4 o'clock, so we're a bit peckish. We've got to have a nice cup of tea in the van, hopefully something to eat, and hopefully we make it up there safe and sound, because it's really tricky conditions to walk up. Lots of leaves and lots of slippiness. We'll let you know whether we made it safely. So we've arrived back at the van and we had a lovely cup of tea. That was so nice having a cup of tea when you've had a long day, and a little bit of bite to eat, but not too much yet. We're going to wait for a big meal later on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and you got something from it. You can see how the weather's drawing in now. It's just almost 6 o'clock and it's getting almost dark, so we're heading into winter. There's a sure sign of winter's on its way, but just going to have its new challenges, and painting in cold conditions is going to be quite interesting. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and if you can give me a thumbs up, that's probably the best way to help this channel. Thumbs up is really great, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.